Shalom, first and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Haraka, Kadash, double honor, stealers, the apostles of Great Millstone, that surely do rule well. Salutation, teacher, and every one of the Akim that push this word out there in sincerity and in truth. Brother Lamar, once again from GMS Trinidad, right, coming to do another quick, edifying lesson to the Spirit and power, Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Haraka, Kadash. Right, and something, I was watching this kind of based off for the men of BOW, believers of the way Yahushai, right? And it's more than one topic I want to touch on, right? But I have to organize that class a little better, probably a little later. But they basically did a video say GMS slanderers and liars, or whatever the case is. Alright, but something, because men say we slandering them, we lying on them, whatever the case is. A brother did a video about them concerning the mark of the beast, which really and truly that brother Ratazan really and truly you didn't break it down correct. Alright, because the first thing you got on was the chip, and I keep on saying the spirit keep on pointing to the chip being the being the mark of the beast. I'm going through their comments. One guy, what it is it? Something for. He said, well, he really hear a lot of people say a lot of bad things about GMS. But guess what? Somebody commented also and say, hey, GMS is out there over 25 years now. Alright, and Great Millstone is one of the only main camps from the breaker from One West that have never arrested, pushing out the truth. That is how a lot of you people even get to know the name. When other people shut up the name and so forth. The reason why a lot of you know the name is mainly from Great Millstone and probably ISUPK. Alright? Because Nate stopped teaching any name. Alright? And although a lot of you will have bad things, they spoke badly about Yahushai, the one who you believe in. They laughed him to scorn. The scripture say, who I believe or report. And that is to show a lot of you so-called Hebrew Israelites that so-called awakened don't know the scriptures. Going through the comments, we get bash. Yeah. But all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for that, because that's showing who the true men of the Lord is. Alright, he was bigging up IUIC concerning dealing with them when they have problems with them, whatever the case says. The scripture tells us to rebuke people sharply. Alright? Because one of the first things when you start off your video, you said you don't care where we favorite teachers say you don't care. Alright, is basically it's not the chip. I ain't telling nobody to take the chip because it just be wicked, but it goes deeper than that. It's simple. It's simple maths, bro. It's simple maths. The chip is the mark. The chip is the mark. When you trying to go all high science for? Alright, the majority of you pick up garments or whatever the case is just to make yourself look for a name. But guess what? When persecution come, you men won't be able to stand the persecution because you think this is our next form of Christianity. And one of the things they touch on say, what if you call a name Jesus? That is translated. That is not transliteration here, Tommy. Transliteration is taking a letter from a next language, alright, with a song, and basically trying to parallel it with a letter and a song in the next person language. So they could make the same song, but just different letters. That is transliteration. Alright, translation is getting the meaning of the name. A fool. Say, a lot of bad things about GMS for real, and GMS this, and they stole the squad. The Lord didn't. They stole the squad. This is Matthew 10 and verse 34. Because what they say, we sow discord, right? Or separation. Alright, it says Matthew 10 and verse 34, take not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace but a sword. And what a sword does do? Divide asunder. Alright? Because hey, we're not into unity camps. If it is that you're not speaking this 100% true doctrine, right, according to the scriptures, according to heavy research, according to the spirit that is be spoken out of the Bible, out of the Holy Scriptures, guess what? We're going to get on your case. GMS don't stand for bullshit. Weezy laughing stock, thank you. Hey, it don't feel nice to be laughed at, but the scriptures say there's a shame unto honor and there's a shame unto dishonor. Alright? And the scriptures say, for our shame we shall receive double. But the honest reason why we are getting shamed is because we're trying to reprove our own people, put them back in the right mindset. But guess what? They don't like it. And they think that we are the wicked ones. Hey, didn't they say that Yahweh Shai cast out devils by the name of Beelzebub? And he have a demon on him? Then they call him mad? That's to show you, they didn't have nothing good to say about Yahweh Shai. The scripture said in John 15:18, alright, if the world hate me, know that it will hate you. Alright, this is Luke 6. Alright, and so that's the only time he going to address thing. Hey, really and truly, hey, nobody don't want to come out and just jump to conclusions whatever the case is. But the way how, hey, you Ratazan, the way how you actually dub in your scene, it really seems that you pick up doctrines from other men and piece it together. Alright, say that you had teachers from One West. Alright, then where's your teachers from One West name? What are your teachers from One West name? Luke 6 and verse 22. It says Salak. It says, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Alright, because first of all, we are the ones who strictly call on the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, and don't say, suppose if we call on the name Yeshua or Jesus. Alright, we stand firmly for the name Yahweh Shem Shai. Alright? And guess what? Say that Weezy laughing stock. Weezy reason why Israel is made a laughing stock. Well, that hey, you should glory in it. You should glory that other people laughing after you. Matter of fact, hey, I could switch it and say, you people are the reasons why that Israel is a laughing stock. Because why? We are the ones that have to come out and rebuke you all for your folly. And then when we rebuke you, it seems that we're mad. Because guess what? The world still on you men heart. Alright? It says, verse 23, rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. Yes, so in the ancient days, what they did, they killed the prophets. Nobody didn't like the prophets because the prophets never came speaking smooth words. The prophets never came saying, sow a seed and the Lord will now open the windows of heaven. The prophets never came that. The prophets came and they warned people about the downfall of the kingdoms. Alright? They never came speaking good. That is why Ahab wanted Micah dead. Alright, verse 24, but woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh. No, yeah, because they're laughing after A. Say busy laughing stock. So woe unto you that laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. And you see, that is the thing. You men have no clear understanding about the scriptures and say we are liars and slanderers. Hey, but if the cap fit, brother, then wear it. first of all, if it is that you're not coming out here and telling people the truth about the mark of the beast, a lot of people going and doubt it. You're not telling people to take the chip, all right, but it's not the mark. So obviously, if it's not the chip, what's going to be going on? Then they're going to have confusion in a person's mind, in the internal spirit, and they're going to take the chip. You do. Hey, Ratazan, really and truly, you're thinking, boy. You Thydus and this next one with the glasses who seem to be wise here, you know some precepts, whatever the case is, you could call it out. But that doesn't mean that you're wise. Because if you don't fear Yahweh Hashem Yeshai, then you're not wise. Then he's known as a knowledgeable fool. Because wisdom is basically how you use your knowledge. Alright? Let me see which one of the Bibles are using here. Bear with me 1 sec. Let me see if I could get the next Bible. Right? Say that what we shame in Israel. Boy, please. Alright, so where is that? That is in Sirach. The book of Sirach. Hey, Shalom Salaki about that. Hey, most I basically just sent somebody to teach me some about a little herbs there. Alright, so yeah, he basically overheard me talking. So, you know, basically spirit jump on him to come and show me something for prostates, a bush called red clover, whatever the case is. So you see, that is how the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yeshai work. Alright, so yeah, I was talking here, Sirach 4 verse 21. It says let me see. Right. So yeah, I'll start at verse 20. Alright. So it says, observe the opportunity and be aware of evil, and be not ashamed when it concerning thy soul. So it says what to be aware of evil. By we observing the RFID chip, the vaccinations and these kind of things, we be being aware of evil. Alright? And our duty out there is to do what? To warn our people. So we ain't going and say the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast. We're not going and tell people go and take the vaccine. I will be letting you know straight. We're not going and have a second guessing. Alright? Guess what? Everything is spiritual. So to say that the mark of the beast is spiritual, right? It's going to be spiritual, but also it's going to have a physical form. Because guess what? The scripture says it is the mark of a man, which meaning it is a carnal mark. Alright? So, verse 21, for there is a shame that bringeth sin, and there is a shame which is glory and grace. And we being called madmen for the Lord's sake, because the scripture say we are fools. Hey, Salakia, that we are fools for Mashiach's sake. Right, 1 Corinthians 4 and verse 10. Right? That is why people laugh. You always laugh as a fool. Right? We are fools for Mashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Mashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised. Yeah, we're going to be despised amongst Israel. The scripture said they hate those are rebuking the gate. So even for you men who in great millstone and you hear men speak like this about us, you should glory. Even as the Apostle Paul said, glory in thy infirmity, because guess what? This come like an infirmity that they basically giving us an ill name. Alright? 1 Corinthians 4:12, it says, and labor working with our hands, being reviled, we bless, being persecuted, we suffer it. You understand? We being persecuted by our own people, but hey, to hell with you. Alright? That you men basically saying, you know, we see laughing stock amongst Israel, and people have a lot of bad things to say about Israel, then you don't know nothing about the scriptures. Alright? Being defamed, we entreat. We are made as the filth of the world. Woo! Being defamed, we entreat. We are made as the filth of the world, and add of scoring of all things unto this day. So guess what? You know, you had a problem with you said that we slander you or whatever the case is. So why you didn't leave it to the Lord? Yahushua didn't buffet. Yahushua didn't, though he was reviled, he didn't revile back. Yahushua didn't seek to make his name good. But guess what? You have to defend yourself, because a good name. Hey, we're going to have a good name in the eyesight of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Alright? The only thing we seek to really clear up is the doctrine. That we can make known the doctrine good and understandable unto you. Nehemiah, where is that? Nehemiah 8:8. It says, so they read in the book in the law of the Most High distinctly and gave the sense and caused them to understand the reading. So that is what we do. You don't really see we look to clear up with name. Don't speak bad about me. When you're a little child or something, when you speak about my boy Ratazong, speak about my boy Ratazong. Hey, let your works show, boy. Let your works show. Alright? This is let's read 2 Corinthians. I have to go back in. See how quick Yahweh Hashem shall allow this to go through. You want nobody come calling me. 2 Corinthians, it was 1 Corinthians. Oh, it wasn't inside of the sword. Right. Bam bam bam, bada bim bada boom. Shatan. Alright, 2 Corinthians 11. It says verse 16, I say again, let no man think me a fool, if otherwise, yet as a fool receive me, that I may boast myself a little. That which I speak it not after the Lord, but as it were foolishly in this confidence of boasting, seeing that many glory after the flesh, I will glory also. Alright, so hey, if a lot of these other camps glorying after the flesh.
12:32, eh?
Yeah. Alright, it says, for ye suffer fools, God is saying, ye yourselves are wise. Right? So a lot of our Israelite brethren are wise in their own conceit. For ye suffer if a man bring you to bondage, if a man devour you, if a man take of you, if a man exalt himself, if a man smite you on the face. I speak as concerning reproach, as though we had been weak. Howbeit, whereinsoever any is bold, I speak foolishly. I am bold also. Are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I. It says, are the ministers of Mashiach? I speak as a fool. I am more. Yeah, so what? The men of great millstone are laborers, right? Ministers of the Lord more than these other camps. Because, the apostles go out in winter and snow. Any time they're out there preaching, right? Other men, they in their house. They shack up with the lady. They out there preaching. Men in my camp, we stand up in the rain. Obviously, with umbrellas, because we don't want our swords get wet. Right? It says, in labors more abundant, in stripes above measure, in prisons more frequent, in deaths often. Anybody from BOW or any other thing ever went to prison for the word? Or any one of you ever went in prison for the word? They class the apostles as terrorists. In 9:11, of the Jews 5 times receive I 40 stripes, save one. Thrice was I beaten with rods, once was I stoned, thrice I suffered shipwreck, a night and a day I have been in the deep. Alright? So you men don't understand the scriptures. The men of the Lord will be persecuted by everybody, and Great Millstone is the only one out of love just check everybody on the doctrine. We ain't trying to say, where is it? That we's holy and just righteous men, right? Because guess what? The Apostle said it will have elect in the other camps, but we push the 100% truth. We push the 100% truth, whether you like it or not, and we don't come and say, if you ain't on Anita, Elder Apostle Taha, and it's Elder Apostle Taha, brother, not General Taha. Alright? Know your damn place. Alright? And with that, giving our praises on and glory to Yahweh Hashem Shai, Hashem Hakakadash, double honesty, the apostles of Great Millstone that surely do well, and citation, teach and everyone at the Akim that pushes without their sincerity and truth. Brother Lamar once again saying shalom to you for neck, Mawat Lababal.